Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The new telephone number is 857-7137, or you can email us at jamaicaislandwidelink@yahoo.com. So Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The old telephone numbers are no longer our numbers. The new telephone number is 857-7137, and this number uses WhatsApp. So this number uses WhatsApp, and it's 857-7137. Or you can continue to email us at jamaicaislandwidelink@yahoo.com. Remember that you can have classes with us. You can either have class in person or over the telephone. These classes are available whether it's in person or over the telephone. These classes are available island-wide, anywhere in the island, anywhere in Jamaica. Telephone classes last for about half an hour per class. Telephone classes last for about half an hour per class or longer if you choose. It starts from $2,000 per month. $2,000 per month for 1 hour class per week. For one class per week, 1 half hour class per week. $2,000 per month. Anywhere in Jamaica, anywhere in the island. Pay for it to our Jamaica national account. Pay for the classes, pay for the telephone classes or the in-person classes to our Jamaica National Bank account. To have class in person, you can have class for 2 hours each class, any day, anytime you choose, anytime between 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m., any day of the week from Sunday to Sunday. Classes in person can either be with a class, as a full set of class with other persons in it. That means you will come to us, or we can go to you. To come to us, it would be $1,000 per class. $1,000 per class. 2 hours for the class. 2 hours, anytime between 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. Any day of the week, Sunday to Sunday. Or we can go to you. We can go to your location, your house, or wherever you would like us to go to. To go to you, it would cost $2,000 per class. That's $2,000 per class. Any day of the week, anytime between 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. Classes can be any grade of primary or prep school, PEP, reading for adults, reading classes for adults, teenagers, or children. So adults, teenagers, or children can have reading classes, PEP classes, classes for any grade of primary or prep school, as well as persons doing the art aptitude test can have classes with us. We will help you with your art aptitude test. Pay for it using Pay for it using our Jamaica National Bank account. You are also invited to purchase my set of 50 GSAT past papers or PET papers and PET papers. 50 GSAT past papers and PET papers, about 50 papers for only $4,000. Only $4,000 for the set of about 50 past papers, GSAT past papers, as well as PET past papers. Send us a WhatsApp in send us a photograph. Send us a WhatsApp, an email. Send us an email telling us which email address you'd like the email sent to. You will receive these tests by email. Send us an email telling us from the email address that you'd like the test sent to, and that way we will have the email address right and ready to send it to. So send us an email from the email address that you'd like the test sent to, and we will have that email address right and ready to send the test to. So we will send you an email of the 50 GSAT and PEP past papers. You will receive the emails the day after payment is made. Send us a photograph of your receipt through email or WhatsApp. The account number is Island-wide Jamaica National Bank account number 0011114402, Afro Tree Branch. Account holder's name Richard Shaw. Again, make payment for anything, for classes or past papers at any branch of Jamaica National Bank, account number 0011114402, Halfway Tree Branch, account holder's name Richard Shaw. Send us a photograph of the receipt in WhatsApp or by email to let us know proof that would be proof of your payment. So send us a photograph of your receipt after you have made payment in WhatsApp or by email as proof of your payment. You may make the payment online, or you can go into the bank and use the Dropbox. Use Jamaica National Dropbox to pay for it. That's a quicker way to pay for it. You don't have to use a teller. You can use a Dropbox and pay for it, and you can make payment online. So remember, Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The new telephone number, and this is a WhatsApp number. So Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The new telephone number is 857-7137. Or you can continue to email us at Jamaica Island Wide Link at yahoo.com. Get all of my reading and spelling words by email. You will receive about 5,000 words. All my words are for the person who is being introduced to reading and spelling. You will get three parts. Part one is the introduction to the alphabet, letter pronunciation, and identifying syllables. Part two covers letter blends such as ng. Part three covers sight words or common words. All three parts cost just $2,000 total. Make payment by lodgement or bank transfer island-wide. Teach yourself or teach someone else, such as your child or significant other, to read and spell. Teach or learn at your own pace. Empower yourself. Learn to read and spell, or teach someone else to read and spell. Send a photograph of your receipt to my phone by WhatsApp 876-402-2030 or by email jamaicaislandwidelink@yahoo.com. That will be proof of your payment. You will receive the email with the words the day after you send me your proof of payment. Email me from the email address that you want the words sent to so that I will have the correct email address to send the words to. Make $2,000 payment, Jamaican dollars, to any branch island-wide of Jamaica National Bank, account number 0011114402, Alfred Tree Branch, account holder's name Richard Sharp, savings account. Make payment now. Hi again. Welcome to another in the reading and spelling series compiled by Techno Teacher JA. This is letter G. This is letter G. Today we will be doing the two sounds of G. Today we will be doing the two sounds of G. The two sounds of G is either G or J. G or J. That's the hard sound or the soft sound. That's the hard sound or the soft sound. The hard sound of G is G, G. The hard sound of G is G, G. And the soft sound of G is J, J. The soft sound of G is J, J. When do you use each of these sounds, these G's? When do you use them? Okay. The hard sound of G is called most of the times. The hard sound of G is called most of the time. That is G, G. You say G, G. You say G most of the times when you're calling G, the hard sound of G. You say G the most of the times when you are calling the hard sound of G. You call the soft sound of G when there's an E, sometimes an I, immediately following the G. You use the soft sound of G when there's an E, sometimes an I, immediately following the G. And the soft sound of G is J, J. The soft sound of G is J, J. So when you are not using the soft sound of G, you use the hard sound of G. When you are not using the soft sound of G, you use the hard sound of G. There's an exception for the soft sound of G. There's an exception for the soft sound of G. When there is G, G, when there's an E, G-E-T, when there's G-E-T, you do not use the word jet. You don't say jet when you see G-E-T, you still use get. So like forget, F-O-R-G-E-T, F-O-R-G-E-T, or target, T-A-R-G-E-T, T-A-R-G-E-T. So when there's G-E-T, or just the word get by itself, you follow the rule. You do not follow the rule that says you use the soft sound of G after E. That rule doesn't follow when it's G-E-T. When it's G-E-T, you still say get. When it's G-E-T, you still say get. So whenever you're not using the soft sound of G, then you use the hard sound of G. Whenever you are not using the soft sound of G, you use the hard sound of G. Alright. So remember, the hard sound of G is G, G. And the soft sound of G is J, J. The hard sound of G is G, G. And the soft sound of G is J, J. Okay. I will be calling these words on the screen. They all contain the letter G. Some of them have G at the beginning of the word. Some has G in the middle. And some has G in the middle. Okay, and some also have G at the end. So some of these words have G at the beginning, G in the middle, or G at the end. So some of these words have G at the beginning, G in the middle, or G at the end. So remember the rules that you apply for calling the soft sound of G or the hard sound of G. Let's go to these pictures. These two pictures on the screen. Were you able to call these words? Let's see the picture on the screen. The first one, P-O-R-R-I-D-G-E. P-O-R-R-I-D-G-E. What is that word? Let's pronounce it. P, P, R, 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 par, 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 par. So it's a two-syllable word, a two-syllable word. R-I-D-G-E now. R-I-D-G-E. This G has an E at the end. No, this word has a G immediately following the this word has an E immediately following the G. This word has an E immediately following the G. So we're going to use the soft G sound. The soft G sound, which is J, j. So far we have for the first syllable, par, par. Now the other syllable, remember the E at the end of the word is silent. The E at the end of the word is silent. Let's call the second syllable. Let's call the second syllable. Woo, woo, e, d, d. Read, read, j, 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 j. Ridge, ridge. Put the two syllables together. Porridge, 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 porridge. Did you get that word before I called it? Did you get the word porridge before I called it? You look at the picture and it looks like something in a bowl, maybe a porridge or something else in a bowl. It looks like food. So I guess maybe you were able to guess, look at the picture and guess that that word is porridge. Porridge. Okay, this other word, what is this other word? Gloves, gloves. The hard sound of G will be using this one. The hard sound of G will be using this one because there's no E or I following the G. There's no E or I immediately following the G. So this is a one syllable word. This is a one syllable word. Let's call this word and see what it is. Let's see what this word is. Gloves. Gloves. G, 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 g. Oh, oh. Glove, glove. Glove, glove. E, well, the E is silent. The E is silent, but there's an S after it to show that it's plural. There's an S to show that it's plural. So we're going to put in the S now. Don't pronounce the E and just call the S. S. So gloves, 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 gloves. Two gloves here, two gloves. So gloves, 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 gloves. Okay. So we have porridge and we have gloves. Can you hear the sound of a soft G and a hard G in each of these words? Hear the soft G in porridge, porridge, and you hear the hard G in gloves, gloves. Again, do you hear the soft sound in porridge, porridge, and do you hear the hard sound of G in gloves, gloves. Do you hear the soft sound of G in porridge, porridge, and do you hear the hard sound of G in gloves, gloves. Okay, good. Did you get the word to be gloves before I called it? Did you get gloves before I called the word? Very good, very good, very good of you. You're coming on, you're coming on. Okay, let's go ahead now and read all these words. We're going to pronounce them as well as read them. Okay, we're going to pronounce them so that you can get good practice with reading and spelling. We're pronouncing them so that you get good practice with reading and spelling. Okay, let's call these words. Porridge, and we just did that word. Porridge, porridge. The next word beside it is cottage, cottage. What word is this? How many syllables are in the word? Two, yes, two, because they have O and then they have A. O and then A. And the E at the end of the word is silent. The E at the end of the word is silent. Okay. And the G, how do you pronounce the G? Is it the soft G sound or the hard G sound? It's the soft G sound. The soft G sound because there's an E following the G directly. There's an E immediately following the G. Okay, so let's call this word. Let's call the first syllable first and then call the second syllable. Okay, so C-O-T. C-O-T. Ah, ah. Cut, 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 cut. Next syllable, T-A-G-E, T-A-G-E. Te, te, j, j, tej, tej. Put the two syllables together. Cottage, 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 cottage. That's like a little house. In foreign countries, we call them cottage, a little house, cottage, cottage. Okay. Next word, S-T-A-G-E, S-T-A-G-E. One syllable word, one syllable word. The G will be pronounced, the soft sound G will be pronounced, the soft G sound will be pronounced because there's an E after the G, there's an E after the G. Let's go, spell this word, call this word. S-T-A-G-E, S-T-A-G-E. stay, 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 stay. J, 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 j. Stage, 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 stage. So that word is stage, stage. Next word, Message. Message. Let's call it the two syllables. Two syllables, MES first, then SAGE. MES first, then SAGE. Let's call this word MES first. MES. Mm, mm. Eh, eh. Me, me. Mess, 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 mess. Next syllable, SAGE. SAGE. The E is silent, and you use the soft G sound in this word. Okay, SAGE, SAGE. A, say, G, sage, 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 sage. Put the two syllables together. Message, 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 message. Okay, the next word is BADGE. BADGE. The E at the end of the word is silent once again, and this is a soft G sound because what? Because there's an E immediately following the G. Because there's an E immediately following the G. Let's call this word BADGE. BADGE. B, b, ah, ah, ba, ba, d, d, bad, 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 j, j, badge, 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 badge. Like something like a button, a big button, that people wear to identify themselves probably. Badge mean police maybe find police in badge. So badge. There are other professions that wear badge. So that's a badge. Badge. BADGE badge. Next word. MANAGE. MANAGE. How many syllables? Two. And what are the two syllables? A. A. We have A in both syllables. The first A will be the short A sound, and the second A will be the long A sound because there's a vowel consonant and E there. There's a vowel consonant and E there. So A for that, A for that, A for the second A for the second A. And then the G is a soft G sound because there's an E immediately following it. So the G will be J, J. Let's call this word MANAGE. First syllable MA. Ma. No. Ah, 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 ah. Ma. NAGE now. NAGE. A. Ne. J. Nage. Put the two syllables together. Manage. Manage. Okay, the next word is LARGE. LARGE. How many syllables are in this word? Correct. One. Now we're going to call the soft G sound here. The soft G sound because there's an E immediately following the G. There's an E immediately following the G. So this once again is the soft G sound. The soft G sound. Let's call this word LARGE. LARGE. Ah. La. Lar. J. Large. So that word is large. Okay. Next word, COLLEGE. COLLEGE. How many syllables? Two. Yes, two. COL and then LEGE. COL and then LEGE. And this G will be the heart of the soft sound. Soft sound of G. Because there's an E immediately following the G. Okay, call this word COLLEGE. First syllable COL. Call. Call. So call. Next syllable L-E-G-E, L-E-G-E. Uh, uh, eh, 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 eh. Le. J, 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 j. Ledge. So, put the two syllables together. College, college, college. Okay. The next word is E-N-G-A-G-E. E-N-G-A-G-E. How many syllables in this word? Two syllables. E-N and then G-A-G-E. E-N and then G-A-G-E. The G is a soft, the G is a soft G sound because it's an E immediately following it, and the E will be silent. Let's call this word E-N-G-A-G-E. E-N first. Eh, eh, eh. N. Next syllable. G-A-G-E. G-A-G-E. G, g, g. A. Gauge. Gauge. Put the two syllables together. Engage. Next word. D-A-M-A-G-E. D-A-M-A-G-E. Two syllable word. The second A will be the long vowel A. The second A will be the long vowel A because there's vowel, consonant, and E there. And the first A will be the short vowel sound. The G will be pronounced as J because there's a E immediately following it. The G will be pronounced as J. That's a soft G sound because there's an E immediately following it. Okay, let's call this word D-A-M-A-G-E. D-A. Da. Next syllable, M-A-G-E. A. May. J. Mage. Put the two syllables together. Damage. Okay, next word beside it. Golden. How many syllables are in this word? Yes, two. And what are the two syllables? Correct. G-O-L, then D-E-N. G-O-L, then D-E-N. And this G will be the hard G sound. 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 As there is no E nor A immediately following the G. There's no E or I immediately following the G. Okay, let's call this word Golden. First syllable. Gol. G. Gall. Next syllable. Den. Do. Eh. De. Den. So this word, put the two syllables together, is golden. But most sounds like a word when you say golden. So that's it. That's a word. Golden. Okay, next word, T-A-G. How many syllables? Sure. That one is easy. That's a pretty easy one. That's one syllable. Yes, one syllable. One syllable word. Let's call this word. The G will be pronounced with the hard sound of G because there's no E nor I following the G. So that will be the RG sound. Let's call this word. Ta. G. Tag. You know, tag on the clothes. Tag on the back of your clothes to show where it was made or what the size of the clothes. Medium, small, large. L for large, M for medium, S for small. Tag, 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 tag. Okay, next word. Gloves. Gloves. G, g. One syllable word, one syllable word. G, 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 g. G, 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 g. Oh, 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 oh. Glow, glow. Oh, we had this word there. We had this word on the screen, didn't we? Let's call it anyway. Glove, 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 glove. And S, gloves, 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 gloves. Okay, so that word is gloves. Next, next word, sponge. Sponge. How many syllables? One syllable. Yes, one syllable. And if which sound of G will we call? The soft sound of G. Yes, the soft sound of G. Because why? Because there's an E following the G. Because there's an E following the G. Let's call this word sponge. Sponge. Spoo, 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 spoo. Spa, 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 spa. Sponge, 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 sponge. Sponge, 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 sponge. No, the word is actually sponge. Sponge. Sponge that you use wipe up water. Soak up the water. The sponge soak up the water. Sponge, 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 sponge. And the E is silent. The E at the end of the word is silent as you can see. So this is sponge, 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 sponge. Next word. Energy. Energy. Okay. What is this word? How many syllables are in this word? Yes, three. What are the syllables? First syllable is en, the next syllable is er, and the third syllable is gy. The first syllable is en, the next syllable is er, the third syllable is gy. Er, remember that er is pronounced together as one sound. E and R together as one sound, and the sound is er, er. Er is er, er. Er is er, er. Okay, so let's call this word. Remember that the G at the Y at the end of the word sounds like E. The Y at the end of the word sounds like E most of the times. The Y at the end of the word is E most of the time. Sometimes it's I, most of the times it's E. Sometimes it's I, most of the times it's E. So let's call this word. Let's call this word. Energy. En first. Eh, 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 eh. Next one. Er. Put them together. Inner. Next syllable. Ch. And this is a soft G sound we are calling here. Soft C sound. We can try the hard sound, or we can try the soft sound. We're trying the soft sound. Ch. E. G. Put the three syllables together. Energy. Yes, energy. So that word is energy. Next word. Revenge. Revenge. How many syllables are in this word? Two syllables. Yes, two syllables. And the E, here we have an E consonant and another E. E consonant and then another E. So here the rule for E applies here, where you have either have a E, then a E, or a E, then a E. You pronounce the first E as E and the second one as E, or you pronounce the first one as E, the first E as E, and the second E as E. Okay, let's try E first. R-E, R, re, V-E-N-G-E, then, then, venge, revenge. Somebody take revenge for doing wrong to them. Revenge, they have their day, they repeat, they give you back a dose of your own medicine, so to speak. So they take revenge, they take a revenge. Revenge. Okay. Next word, advance. Oh, next word is how many syllables in the next word? Three syllables. And what are the three syllables? A D then VAN, then TAGE. AD, then VAN, then TAGE. Long vowel A for the second A. Long vowel A for the second A. Then the E is silent, the E at the end of the word is silent, and it will be the soft G sound, the soft G sound. Because there's an E following the G, there's an E following the G, or there's an E immediately following the G, there's an E immediately following the G. Okay, let's call this word AD. Ah, 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 ah. Do, 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 do. Add, 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 add. Next one, BAN. V, 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 v. Ah, 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 ah. Van, 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 van. Van, 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 van. Add, van, add, van. TAGE, TAGE. A, A, A. Take, 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 take. J, 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 j. Take, 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 take. Advantage, 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 advantage. Somebody take advantage of the situation, they let it work for them in a proper way, in a good way. They take advantage of the situation, they let the situation work for them in a good way. So take advantage, take advantage. Okay. Next word is CAGE, CAGE. Long A sound because there's a vowel, consonant, and E. There's a vowel, consonant, and E, so you say the long A sound, and the E is silent. The E at the end of the word is silent, and the G will be pronounced as J. The G will be pronounced as J because there's an E following it, because there's an E immediately following it. Okay. Okay. So this word, let's call this word CAGE, CAGE. A, A, K, 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 J, 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 cage, 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 cage. And the next word is, so that word is cage. Like cage, like cage has to keep a bird in, like a cage has to keep a bird in. The next word is BRIDGE. BRIDGE. What's this word? Let's call this word. It's a one syllable word, one syllable word. The G will be the G will be the soft sound of G, the soft sound of G, and the E at the end of the word is silent. The E at the end of the word is silent. Let's call this word. A one syllable word, a one syllable word. Let's call this word. Bridge, bridge. E, 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 E. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. J, 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 j. Bridge, 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 bridge. So that word is bridge, bridge. Okay, next word. Two lines left, two lines left. Next word is Luggage. Luggage. How many syllables are there? How many syllables are there? Two syllables, two syllables. And the first syllable will be Lug, yes, Lug. And the second syllable is Gage, Gage. The second G will be the soft G sound. The second G will be the soft G sound because there's an E immediately following it. There's an E immediately following the G. And the first two G's will be G, the RG sound. The first two G's will be G, the RG sound, because there's no E or I immediately following the G. Because there's no E nor I immediately following the G. Okay, let's call this word Luggage. Luggage. Lug. Lo. Go. Log. Next syllable Gage. Gage. Go. A. Gauge. Gauge. Put the two syllables together. Luggage. Okay, the next word, Evangelist. Evangelist. This is a long word, right? A long word, but we can call it, yes, we can call it because we can read. So we can call this word, even though it's a long word, we're just going to break it down into syllables and put the syllables together. Each syllable contains a vowel, we know that. We know that each syllable contains a vowel. Break it down into syllables and put the syllables together and call it. So even though the word is long, we can read it. We can read this big word. Okay, let's read this big word. Evangelist. Evangelist. How many syllables are there? How many syllables are there? Yes, four. Four syllables. Four syllables. And what are the four syllables? The first syllable is E, the second syllable is VAN, the third syllable is GE, and the last syllable is LIST. Again, the first syllable is E, the second syllable is VAN, the third syllable is GE, and the fourth syllable is LIST. Let's pronounce each syllable now. This G, which G will this be? The soft sound of G or the hard sound of G? Yes, it will be the soft sound of G. The soft sound of G because there's an E immediately following the G. There's an E immediately following the G. Okay. Let's call this word E. E. Okay, next syllable. V-A-N. V, 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 V. Ah, 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 ah. Ba, 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 ba. Van, 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 van. Ivan, Ivan. Next word, next syllable, G-E, G-E, J, 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 E, 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 J, 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 J. Put the three syllables together now. Evangel, 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 Evangel. Okay, last syllable, L-I-S-T, L-I-S-T. L, L, E, 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 E. Li. List, list. Evangelist. Then next word. So that word is evangelist. Now what is an evangelist? It's someone who goes throughout the world and preaches and get Christians, make Christians out of people, get them to serve God. They preach and they do God's work, and that's why they are called evangelists. So they go around and do God's work, get people to baptize, get people to live the Christian life, and just to do good by God, helping people out, preaching and things like that. Preaching and works. So preaching and works. Do things as well as preach. Do good things. Do Christian like things as well as preach. So that's an evangelist. Okay, next word. B-U-L-G. How many syllables? One. Yes, one syllable. The E at the end of the word is silent. The E at the end of the word is silent, and the G will be the soft G sound. Okay, let's call this word B-U-L-G-E. B-U-L-G-E. Oh, 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 ball, 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 bulge, 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 bulge. So that word is bulge, bulge. Something bulge out. What is that bulging? Something is bulging out. So there's something sticking out, right? Sticking out, bulging out, sticking out. Okay. So that's bulge, bulge. Last two words. And what is this first word? C-I-G-A-R-E-T-T-E. C-I-G-A-R-E-T-T-E. Okay, let's call this word. The G will be the hard G sound here. The hard G sound because there's no E nor I immediately following the G. There's no E nor I immediately following the G. J. Sis. E. Sissy. Go. Ah. Ga. Siga. Last syllable. Eh. Re. Wet. Cigarette. And we pass through some of these words already. Some of these words repeat because they have many letters, so you can use them for different letters. So It's good to watch the other videos because you'll see the words over and over and get used to them. So we had bridge I think there was bridge there in G in in a letter. We did bridge, and also we did cigarette. So cigarette. Last word, Hostagee. Hostagee. Let's pronounce this word. HOS first, then TAGE. HOS first, then TAGE. The G will be the soft G sound. The G will be the soft G sound, as there's an E immediately following the G, as there's an E immediately following the G. Two syllable word, two syllable word. What are the two syllables? What are the two syllables in this word? Hostage. 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 What are the two syllables in that word? Correct again. HOS and then TAGE. HOS and TAGE. Let's go. Let's call this word. HOS. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Us, 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 us. A. Tej. Tej. Hostage, 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 hostage. And you know what an hostage is? An hostage is someone who a gunman holds at ransom. A gunman owes someone at ransom. So they might kill them at a building or put a gun to their head or put a knife to their throat or something like that and say, if you don't do what I want you to do, I want to kill this person, I want to kill them. So that's a hostage. A hostage. And the police have to try to get the gunman not to do what he's threatening, right? Try to get the criminal not to do what he's threatening. So that's a hostage. Hostage. And I should remind that some of these words you can't really hear they are surrounded so good over the computer. The H is one such letter that is I don't hear it, I can't really hear it so proper over the computer. And the T is another such letter. The T and the F and the S also, and the C also, the soft C sound. The soft C sound cannot really hear it over the computer so well. So in this case, you could get someone to tell you the letters if you're not familiar with the letters. You can get someone to pronounce letters for you. Maybe someone who you know, or if you want, you could also ask me to give you a tutor from your area. If you're like a face-to-face tutor, they can get a tutor from your area, anywhere in Jamaica, anywhere in the island, or if it's far away, if you're not near the tutor, you can also have classes over the telephone. You can have classes over the telephone. And information about that was given at the beginning of this video. Information was given about getting a tutor at the beginning of this video, and also about getting the email, the words that I provide by email or that I sell by email that will help you to learn how to read much quickly. So you will get that all the information is there at the beginning of the video. Alright, so right now we are finished pronouncing the word. We are going to read and spell the words now. We are going to read and spell the words. Follow along with me. Follow along with me. Porridge. Porridge. P-O-R-I-D-G-E. Porridge. Cottage. C-O-T-T-A-G-E. Cottage. Stage. S-T-A-G-E. Stage. Message. M-E-S-S-A-G-E. Message. Badge. B-A-D-G-E. Badge. Manage. M-A-N-A-G-E. Manage. Large. L-A-R-G-E. Large. College. C-O-L-L-E-G-E. College. Engage. E-N-G-A-G-E. Engage. Damage. D-A-M-A-G-E. Damage. Golden. G-O-L-D-E-N. Golden. Tag. T-A-G. Tag. Gloves. G-L-O-V-E-S. Gloves. Sponge. S-P-O-N-G-E. Sponge. Energy. E-N-E-R-G-Y. Energy. Revenge, revenge, revenge. Advantage, advantage, advantage. Cage, cage, cage. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Luggage, luggage, luggage. Evangelist, evangelist, evangelist. Bulge, bulge, bulge. Cigarette, cigarette, cigarette. Hostage, hostage, hostage. Okay, we've spelled these words, we've read and spelled the words. Now we are going to just read the words, just read them without spelling. Without spelling the words, we are just going to read them. And you should remember that the more you study and the more you practice, the more you get used to the words. After a while, you won't be trying to spell the words so much. You'll just know them by looking at them. And just look at them and just know them without trying to pronounce them. Because you get so used to words. So a lot of practice is important. Repetition is important. Repetition is important. So watch these videos over and over, and also read the email words that I send by email. Read them over and over, over and over. So to finish, you finish reading it. You put it on for a day or something, or for a few days. Then you pick it up and you read it again. You won't be able to read through it in one day. It's quite a few hours. It's a few hours. You can read it through. You can read through it in a day if you like. That's if you make up your mind to spend hours on it, like maybe 6, 7, 8 hours or so. But you can give yourself a few days to go over all the words. I like to go over things 10 times. 10 times looks like a good number to me to study something. So if you want to get used to words, read the words, watch the videos about 10 times, or read the words that I send by email 10 times. And if at the 10 times, after the 10 times, you see that you're still not reading so quickly, guess what? What you can do? You can read them again 10 more times again, 10 more times. That's so you study. Put through the work and study. Try to be a good reader. You have to do it over and over. Repetition is important. Repetition is important. Alright, so right now I'm going to just read the words without spelling them. Just read them. Follow along with me. Courage, cottage, stage, message, badge, manage, large, college, engage, damage, golden, tag, gloves, sponge, energy, revenge, advantage, cage, bridge, luggage, evangelist, bulge, cigarette, hostage. Okay, so now I'm finished. I've spelled all the words. I've read them and pronounced them. I've read them and spelled them, and I've also just read them. So the rest is up to you now. For now, you're going to watch the video over and over, probably, right? Watch the video over and over to get used to the words, or read the books, read the words that I send you by email over again, over and over, until you know all the words by memory. You know all the words from sight. You just look at the words and know them. That's where we're going to. I want to look at the words and just know them without trying to pronounce. Just read them quickly. Let's just read the word quickly. So we're going to do lots of reading. Okay, we're going to do a lot of reading. That is how you'll get fluent on reading. That's how you get fluent on reading. Okay. So now I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to read and spell these words on the screen. You're going to read and spell all these G words that are on the screen. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do that. If you think that you need more time than 5 minutes, you can pause the video, and then come back and unpause it and finish listening to the rest of the video. Okay, so you're going to pause the video and read and spell the words, and you're also encouraged to write out the words. You're also encouraged to write out the words. Writing is very helpful, very, very helpful. It helps you with the spelling. Writing helps you with the spelling, and you'll also remember how the word looks. It helps you to remember how the word looks, and helps with your spelling. Sometimes I can't remember how a word spell. I just write it down, and when you write it down, it might look like a word, or it might not look like the word, or you might have to realize that you should put in something or take out something. But writing down the words is very helpful. You can look at the word and figure out the word by looking at the word. So write out the words. So you're also encouraged, recommended by me. You're also recommended to spell to write the words. You're also recommended to write the words. So you should read and spell these words, and you're also recommended to pause the video for longer than you get. Pause the video and spell the word and write the words. Pause the video and write the words. So you're going to read and spell the words, and then you're going to pause the video for longer and write out the words. Write out these words. Okay, so I'm going to leave you now. The next letter. What's the next letter? Let me see. The next letter is E versus I. The next letter is E versus I. The next letter is E versus I. People mix up the E and the I all together. So E, short E, no, long E sometimes is E, or the short E sometimes is E. And the short I is E also. So E versus I. We will put in those words together so you can see which words are E words and which ones are the I words. So you'll see which words are the E words and which words are the I words. So words that you need to get used to, words that are a little more difficult than the other words, are not so used to, so they're not so easy to pronounce because they have conflict, they might conflict with each other. So we're going to do that in the next video. E versus I. Okay, so bye bye. We say bye bye now. Bye bye for now. See you for the next video. See you for EI. See you for EI words. E versus I. See you for E versus I words. And bye bye for now. Bye bye. Subscribe to my channel to get updates of new videos that are available on YouTube as soon as they become available. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's free. Like and subscribe, and also you're invited to share my videos. So when you subscribe, when I upload a video, for instance, if the video you are watching is social studies part 2, when I upload social studies part 3, you will get a notification on your computer right away that I have uploaded social studies part 3, and you can go ahead and see the video. So go ahead, click that subscribe button right now. Thank you for watching. You should watch these reading and spelling videos over and over again until you know them from memory. Repetition is important. If you have any questions or need further help, you can contact me by the telephone numbers that I have listed here or by email. So, bye bye for now. Bye bye.